Welcome to Turd Talk. I'm Scott.
I'm Doug. We're back.
Yeah, we're talking about the biggest turd you can find. And, you know, I had a question. This is so new. We're working on this. I don't necessarily think turds need to be like a bad connotation, right? Turd could just be any kind of shit that we're talking about, right?
Yeah, it's something that people go, did they just say turd talk?
Right.
Okay, now that we have your attention, for our kickoff show, we may have gotten a little over the top on the whole
Turd part.
turd references, but we're guys.
Well, yeah, we're back. So we'll back off the turd a little bit.
We're guys, and, you know, we talk about, we chuckle at things like that, but,
it's true. Guys in turds and farting, I still find that funny. I've got my 5-year-old kid now. He thinks it's funny too.
Yeah.
You know, but I was dating this girl, and apparently we're not dating anymore. And I think it was because of the fart jokes.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Because my wife and I, we just yuck it up over farts.
Nice.
Yeah, it's almost like a contest.
Oh, with your wife? Oh my goodness.
No, actually. Since she's producing and editing this, she'll hear that, and that'll probably come out. No, but farts are fun, but talking about turds, and turds is a broad term in this program. It can be about individuals, it can be about crap that's really annoying and irritating and unfair and unjust. It's whatever we want it to be. And we're doing this show on this handy-dandy little app through Tascam. Cool. I bought this little 2-mic condenser mic, and we have this little tripod, and we're doing this on a shoestring budget.
Right on an iPhone.
Yes, right onto an iPhone.
It's amazing technology.
And the app was free. And I don't know if you saw this, but, they have an app for everything out there now.
Girlfriend app?
I don't know. I haven't needed to worry about that for 22 years.
Really?
Are you?
Yeah,
need a girlfriend app? Well, let's Google it.
Yeah.
The average price of an iPhone app is 19 cents. It'll probably keep shrinking, too. 90% of all apps are free and ad-supported. As a result, the average price of an app continues to drop. Do you have a smartphone?
No, my phone is dumb.
Yeah.
I have a dumb phone.
So I was going to say, what are apps that you go to and use all the time?
Well, being that my phone is dumb, it's just
so
dial. This whole iPhone thing. I think it's great and everything, but I think I'm probably going to have to fall into getting the iPhone just so I can be able to have a conversation with somebody.
I know.
Because it's all about the iPhone these days and the apps.
It is. It's your computer. It's your lifeline to everything.
I know people that have gotten rid of their computer, do everything on their phone now.
They have an app for everything imaginable. Shazam app, have you heard of that?
Yeah, I have.
You're in somewhere and you hear a song, you hold the phone up, you open up the app, it registers, oh, that song is Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods. Who do you think you are? All that information is generated within minutes. I love that. It's instant information. It's kind of trap-like.
I think it's kind of scary, though, too, because think about it. What that requires is that requires a voice recognition software.
Yeah.
And, think about it. And a huge database. Think that the computer's got to go search and be able to find that in a database. That app has to.
Yeah. Siri on the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Siri, I reprogrammed her to call me God instead of referring to me as Doug. So I went and I gave her a command and I said, Siri, from now on, I want you to refer to Doug Donahoe as God. I tested it immediately afterwards, and now it's God. I was just dorking around one night, and it was a simple voice command, and boom, she changed it.
That is amazing, actually.
So I am Doug formerly known as, no, I am God, formerly known as Doug.
Oh my God! By your phone?
By my phone.
Oh my God! Well, I'm gonna have to get me a smartphone.
Oh, you can have so much fun with it. There's games on there when I get up in the morning and go take care of the important business.
Right.
My phone goes with me into the bathroom. I've got a game on there.
And you're gaming while you're...
I'm gaming while I'm unloading. while I'm depositing turds.
I guess the only app that one of the apps that I'm familiar with is a tuner app that you can get for 99 cents. I know.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic guitar tuner, instrument tuner, and it's 99 cents. If you go get an analog tuner or a component digital tuner standalone, it's $30.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So you don't...
Oh, yeah. So I didn't go buy a tuner, I'm going to just have to get me one on my smartphone.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
I got to get.
It's heavenly. It is heavenly. But it's 120... Well, yeah, between my wife, who has a bare-bones cell phone, and this, it's $125, $127 a month. And it's like, okay, how bad do I really need it? Well, right now, I need it bad. It's my computer. It's my lifeline. It's everything.
Which is where I think everybody.
In the words of Barry White, it's the first, it's the last, my everything. All right, so what happened this week?
Oh man, lots of turds. I picked a turd of the week. I'm going to call him actually the turd of the year, actually, and I mean this all in respect and admiration. The former Defense Minister of Canada, Paul Hellyer. Have you checked this out?
Yes.
On you, it's amazing. Folks,
I only saw the 9-minute piece, but go into it.
There is a 25-minute piece on on YouTube. If you check it out, it's the Canadian Defense Minister, former Canadian Defense Minister Paul Hellyer, talking about the alien agenda and how America is in business with at least 2 alien species, and that is part of why we're losing all our civil rights and this whole New World Order, the oligarchy, the globalists, the whatever you want to call them, is in bed with 2 alien species. Do you believe that?
When you told me this on the phone the other night, and then prior to this podcast, we sat down and we watched the video, and just in 9 minutes, my jaw was on the ground. I was like, okay, here is a guy who's well respected. He's dialed in, and he's open-minded.
Right.
And he's honest. Oh, my God, a politician who's giving it to you straight.
Well, that's what he's calling for. He wants transparency. It was amazing, though. I look at it as that gentleman, he's of an elderly generation. The other day, I got my grandmother, actually, to watch that with me. I couldn't believe it. She's never watched anything with me like that, where, a young person would be giving out that kind of information.
Right.
They just dismiss you as, oh, that's just them crazy kids, you know. But with this guy... delivering it, I believe that it's going to have a lot more impact. And this is Canada, because honestly, I don't think the awakening is going to come from America. It's going to happen from the rest of the globe, helping America to wake up, because we've all been put to sleep.
God, and dumbed down.
Yes. But very interesting, don't you think?
I think it's interesting. I sit back on the back deck, and I'm always stargazing at night, and you see things up there, and you wonder what's going on. I think I referenced there's a website in our last podcast. There's a website called spaceweather.com, and if you go there, it tells you about the satellites that are orbiting and what they're looking. I mean, it gives you a real idea of all the traffic up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you realize and they're all about total disclosure. There are so many spying satellites up there. We're being watched everywhere we go. But there's other things that are mysterious.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Things that are,
It's an interesting time on planet Earth. I think I know what app you're talking about. Another friend of mine has one, though, on his iPad. He's got a mini iPad.
Yeah.
And the other day I was over at his house in the evening time, and he just holds it up to the sky in any particular direction, and it'll give you all the constellations, and it will show you, and you can zoom in on satellites orbiting.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's amazing.
Wow. See, that shit fascinates me.
Yeah.
I love doing that. Who's watching me now?
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder
Who's watching us?
Yeah, who's watching and who's listening right now?
Boy, well, we hope everybody's listening.
So you were going to say that this Canadian, what was
Paul
his title?
Hellyer.
Paul Hellyer.
He is the former...
The honorary.
Paul
Hellyer.
Hellyer, yes. Former Defense Minister of Canada. And it's just amazing.
So go on YouTube, check that out. You think he's in the running for Turd of the Week?
No, dude, I'm going to
I'll tell you who the Turd of the Week is.
Who?
Janet Napolitano.
Oh, yeah? Why is she the turd? Turdess.
I don't get this. This headline this morning, with no experience in higher education, the appointment of Janet Napolitano raises concerns about the future of the University of California system. She was named UC president. Now, Janet Napolitano...
Whose dick did she suck to get there?
She was in the Department of Homeland Security.
Oh, well, that's why.
And hardly a bastion of free speech and open government, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. She left Homeland Security under scrutiny. Think about all the shit that she has had her hands in the last several years. In her position, you know, she... I liked one of the comments, one of the students, because when the announcement was made this last week about Napolitano confirmed as University of California president, students were protesting outside the meeting, and people were being very vocal. People got tossed out, and if the truth was known, probably got put on some sort of watch list. But one student said, "Yo, what a perfect choice for this era. Napolitano can install surveillance equipment in all the dorms and classrooms." Basically, you know, what she did in her time in the Department of Homeland Security was open up the door to constant surveillance, constant monitoring, and threw basically all her free speech and, freedoms out the door that she could throw out. So here she is now with no educational experience, no experience in higher education, former Department of Homeland Security chief.
What does that say? That to me, there's something else going on there. There is something else going on there. There's an agenda that she's a part of, and they just put her right there.
Well, they did it during the summer break when most students aren't at school, and once they come back for the fall, the fun probably will really kick in because people are going to be riled up. Students on both the left and the right will have reason to be very vocal about her appointment. Won't this be interesting? I mean, you could, the University of California campus now can be on the cutting edge of educational security. They can put full body scanners on campus.
Jesus.
Security cameras in every classroom, bathroom, wherever.
Bathrooms? They're going to start...
Well, come on, why not? You don't know what goes on in the bathroom. It's not just what you think. There's probably devious plots.
Yes. I believe that's where. Yes, exactly. That's where
some of my
all the
best
conspiracies come from the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sharp as a tack, and my brain is functioning. 7 o'clock in the morning, I got my iPhone, I got my game,
and your
thoughts are flowing, man. I'm flowing from up here to down here. But, this kind of just opens up a whole can of worms.
Man, that's unbelievable. Yet, that's just...
Janet Napolitano, University of... That lady doesn't seem to have a warm, fuzzy bone in her body.
Man, that's almost like Santa Claus being president, huh?
I mean, wow. I'll tell you who the turd of the week is.
Who?
Janet Napolitano.
The Turdy. There you go. Can we said this before, but I want to make a little monument to the Turdy of the week.
Yeah.
Any
I'll
artists
tell you what,
out there? If there's any artists out there that are inspired,
can craft one.
Yes, that would be great. That would be great.
If only we could get it as something that was in the shape of a turd. Though.
Right. Well, it's subjective.
It is. A turd that comes from me does not resemble a turd that comes from you.
Right.
No two turds are alike.
Right. So they might start identifying us now by our turds then.
Oh my God, profiling me by
profiling by turd.
Poop profiling. What do? I profile based on your poop. You know what? They could go deep. They're doing drug testing, so why not? What can you find in my fecal matter?
Right. Oh yeah, they could find everything about you.
I mean, you want to do a real profile here. You can find out what I eat. You can find out how much ice cream I eat.
Right.
Dude, you ate Rocky Road. then, and we're judging by the texture.
Right. It all goes into it.
Yeah. Wow. I saw this too, and this kind of freaked me out. But this is rank one up, or